I was scared. I was a wreck. The first few days, I could not eat or sleep. I could not take care of my own children. I had to have help with that. August 20th, 2015 changed everything for myself and for my family. There was a knock on the door, and it was Ben Police with a search warrant. My husband of 14 years was being accused of sexually abusing our daughter. And the next day I found out that he had actually confessed to the crime. A couple weeks before they had knocked on the door, my sister noticed the way my daughter was sitting on her father, my husband's lap, and she came forward with that information to the police, who then in turn did some investigation on him. It was a matter of days to where I went from being a stay-at-home mom, living in a 4-bedroom home, to a homeless, jobless mom, searching frantically for answers. I was extremely scared. And I was afraid for my children, what their future was going to be like through this. I had no idea how my kids were going to get through the pain of losing their dad.
Crystal has 3 kids. The youngest was 2 at the time, and then 7 and 9. And all 3 of them were experiencing what they were going through in different ways. Certainly the youngest was unsure of why, but he was experiencing disruption and loss. The 7-year-old and the 9-year-old were better able to articulate what they were feeling and why, but they were still experiencing the loss differently.
My oldest is not a direct victim of abuse from his father. However, this has had a huge impact on him. He went from a happy-go-lucky kid to very angry very fast. He was acting out at school. He was failing in school.
He definitely was manifesting loss in a different, more obvious, more volatile way. And so for us, it was really important to be able to support Crystal in managing that, and also to validate his loss and his fear about what had occurred, both to his sister and to grieve his father.
He struggled with his feelings. He didn't understand how to speak about those feelings, and he didn't want to open up about his dad at all. And throughout the months of therapy, he finally realized that it was something that he needed to talk about. And when he opened up, it was like light had come through. It was exhausting for him to open up about his dad, but he did, and I was so proud of him. And since then, he's done so well. He's excelling in school. He's a lot happier.
I am so proud of Crystal. We asked her to be so incredibly uncomfortable, and she was willing to be brave and strong at times when I know it felt absolutely impossible to her. She had lost everything and still showed up every time to make sure that she was doing it right for herself and for her kids, and it was an absolute privilege to be part of her come through and be who she is today, who is amazing.
I really would just want to say thank you to Kids Center for everything that they've done. I just want to say thank you for giving my children and myself hope. We feel much better than we did a year and a half ago when we started this journey. My kids are doing amazing. they're not scared anymore. They're living their lives the best way they can. And we're getting through this. And they don't talk about the pain as much anymore. Kid Center is amazing.